As we've been reporting, a CBS producer is under arrest this morning, charged in an alleged scheme to blackmail David Letterman. Letterman says the alleged blackmailer demanded $2 million or he would blow the whistle on intimate details of Letterman's life. Last night, Letterman admitted having sex with women who work on his show, and he said this case began 3 weeks ago when Letterman found a package in his car.
There's a letter in the package, and it says that I know that you do some terrible, terrible things, and I can prove that you do these terrible things. And sure enough,
some Letterman fans were shocked by the news, but glad he came clean last night.
If I'm watching his show every night, I would want the truth from him.
Honestly, it doesn't change my opinion of him because, I love his show.
So how is this news going to affect David Letterman's image? Michael Levine is a veteran Hollywood publicist. He's worked for Michael Jackson, Demi Moore, Sandra Bullock, among others, and he joins us this morning to talk about this. Michael, good morning to you. Let me ask you first, these headlines, front page news here in New York, going to be front page news all over the country. What does this do to his reputation?
Oh, in the long term, I don't think much of anything. I think it was very important for him to get on offense because nothing in this world is private any longer. We're just living in a very different kind of world today than 10 or 20 years ago. And so I think the best defense is an offense, and the only offense is relentless. I think a lot of people also understand that extortion happens to many, many, many celebrities. It's become almost a new job category.
When you say relentless to get on the offensive, David made mention last night during the broadcast that he was basically going to leave it at that, was not going to make further mention of this. The district attorney here in Manhattan is going to make a statement later today. What does David now need to continue to do? Like you said, keep going on the offensive or just sit back and let this play out?
Sure. I mean, you have to, prophecy is dubious business. We don't know where this story will end. It's already had some pretty bizarre turns and twists thus far. But I mean, we're living in a culture in which a rumor unanswered in 24 hours becomes truth. And if there is any allegations that are leaked, he has to, and the district attorney will also have to make sure that their side of the story gets out and gets out forcefully.
Let me ask you this, because David is a comedian, does he get, I don't want to say a free pass, but is he perceived a little bit differently than, let's say, a politician if they were to come out with something like this?
Well, this would be far worse if he were a preacher or a politician. So I think that there is an extraordinarily close, likable relationship between David and his audience. I think he should be fine. I think this will be a punchline or one of his top 10 lists a year from now.
But what about his ability to poke fun or jab at others who, obviously the headlines of the news, whether it's politicians or other people that get into similar trouble, makes it into his monologue. Does he have to kind of scale it back a little bit for the time being while this blows over?
One of the unique geniuses, parts of David's personality is his capacity to be self-deprecating. And so I can see this a year out playing as a great kind of comedy advantage for him. And in the short term, of course, it'll create a lot of controversy, and controversy is the gasoline that drives the engine of rating success.
All right, Michael Levine joining us this morning. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it.